One of the careers that I found interesting was that of a social worker. And the social worker job was within 30 miles of my home, which was a benefit. And it has to do with parents, mothers who have substance abuse problems, or women who are pregnant and have substance abuse problems. The job is through the Benton Franklin Health District, which is our local counties, and so it would be convenient. I would not have to relocate. The job um, salary was between, I think, $22 and $33 an hour when I did the math on it, which isn't too bad. It requires a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, and the job was going to depend on the most qualified person who applied. Some of the descriptions of things that a person who was hired for this particular job would be required to do would be to visit their clients in their homes to assess their situation, to administer tests and to be able to read those tests, analyze them, to keep case histories. Um, they would be doing some things in the office, but also would have to travel to visit with their clients, sometimes with the use of a vehicle that was provided, but often needing to have their own car. So one of the requirements was that you had to have a current Washington State driver's license and proof of insurance. Some of the other things that they required was a degree, like I said, either a bachelor's or a master's from an accredited university. But it could have been in a variety of fields. For instance, it could be in a social work degree, or in psychology, or in a counseling, home and family, marriage and family counseling. Um, it sounds like you would also need to ideally be licensed through the state in whichever degree that you went for. Um, some of the basics was that it was a 40-hour-a-week job, but I could see where it would extend to more than 40 hours if you felt like it needed it. It sounded like there was a lot of paperwork in addition to taking care of your clients. You would help advocate for them for services that they might qualify for, particularly if there was a financial need. You would come up with service plans, identify risk areas, help them set goals, follow up to see how they were doing with those goals, perhaps make referrals, advocate for them with, say, for instance, the health care, or with criminal justice system, depends on what kind of problems they've had. Some of the stressors that I identified was, which the first one I don't see as a stressor, but you would be working with a team, and so you would have to be a team player. Positive outlook, willing to learn, willing to grow, and be teachable. Also, you would need to be able to separate home and work. I think this job would be really easy to take home with you, but because of confidentiality issues, that you would have to, you'd be limited what you could say. And so I could see where that could kind of weigh down on your time at home. On the flip side, you could be making a huge difference in the life of children and families at risk. And one of the things about this degree, or this employment opportunity, is that it is a growing field, especially dealing with substance abuse, because of the nature of what many families are going through, and because the criminal justice system has chosen to take a lot of these people who choose to abuse substances. And instead of putting them in the prison system or in addition to the prison system, they are having them go through treatment programs. And so it's a growing field, particularly if you're in a small area versus a large metropolitan area, because the larger cities offer social work degrees and many people take advantage of those. So there's other ways to get into this, but it sounds like something where you could get your feet in, get your feet wet, decide if it's something that you like to do, and perhaps get some experience that would lead to a better job because you have experience.